Like many countries around the world, the United States has two major political parties, where people vote mainly for either the Republican or the Democratic Party, which dominate politics and government at every level. Founded in 1828, the Democratic Party is the oldest political party in the country. Roughly 1/3 of the U.S. presidents to date have been Democrats. But how did the party come about? Let's roll back to the American Revolutionary War, 1776. The founders believed that political parties were unnecessary because they would only serve to drive people apart rather than bring them together. Nevertheless, two distinct parties emerged in the U.S. following the American Revolution: the Federalist Party and the Democratic Republican Party. That's right. At one point, the Democratic and the Republican parties were the same thing. By the late 1830s, the Democratic Republican Party had split into the Whig Party, which would eventually become the Republican Party, and the Democratic Party, with Revolutionary War hero and future President Andrew Jackson as its leader. The Democratic Party believed that a central government should try to stay out of people's lives in order to give the citizens of each state as much freedom as possible. Its symbol became the donkey. Incidentally, it's also said to be what Andrew Jackson's opponents called him as a nickname. In 1860, on the eve of the American Civil War, the Democratic Party itself split over the issue of slavery. As a result, only 4 Democratic presidents served between 1860 and 1921. Finally, following the Wall Street crash of 1929, which Americans blamed on Republican President Herbert Hoover, the Democrats regained the White House with President Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose radical New Deal plan got people back to work, improved the country's infrastructure, and raised the working wage. Since then, under Democratic leadership, the government has passed the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote, and the Civil Rights Act, which protects the rights of minorities. And the party nominated the country's first black president, Barack Obama. How has the Democratic Party changed over time?